Hi, welcome back to a brand new video snippet from Bedagiskwedawajokzeloumsen, A Dragon's Journey. Today we're going to finish up the third part of chapter 6. And once again, I'll put a link so that you can think about purchasing a copy of this book, or you're welcome to come back every once in a while and I'll be happy to read it to you. I enjoy that too. So without any more further ado, here we go. 5 or half a dozen slender eel-like serpents began a tinny whistling that seemed to recall the wind shrieking its piercing wail over rocks and water. They sang their song as one instrument in 2 parts, first one and then the next. And then a group of larger, equally sinuous ophidians joined the tune. The larger vipers' voices were lower, rounder, and sweeter, and the addition of their tones allowed the once little song to grow and flourish, the greater unison propelling the power of its melody. Then Latin joined its kin. Beda's host and newest friend opens its mouth and hollered a howling that demanded the attention of every listener. As the dragon concentrated on the serpents joining the smaller snake's tune, it realized that Latin's skirling was actually 3 sounds that the serpent produced simultaneously. Beda first heard a low droning voice, almost lost at the bottom of hearing, and then an octave above, 1 note, 2 tenor cries, all parts of one astonishing melodic breath. And with this final addition to the serpent's song, the sea snakes took the song ahead again and again, each repetition building a terrible and glorious tension that broke like a wave over every beast in the crowd when it ended. Beda looked at the seaborne snakes that had sung this singular song as one, and saw heads nodding in delight and eyes closed in accomplished pride. And then when the circle was quiet, first in the afterglow of its music and then the eager anticipation of what was to come, Bedagiskwedawajokzeloumsen, Prince of Maine, laird and possessor of the hoard beneath the traveler, adept of the air, Odyssean worm, began its song. Beda sat with its back against the sheer cliff, looking west out over the ocean, within the circle of the dragons and yet apart. The foreign dragon beat its tail once against the ground, and then it beat again, and then twice more. The percussive pounding established a thumping beat 4 times, 8 times, and then Cleo joined the American dragons beating on the ground, as if the Russet flagstone on which the dragons sat was the taut goat skin of a much beaten frame drum. And then 2 more, and 2 more, and 2 more. The tremors from the pulsing, throbbing sound grew and grew and grew in intensity until Beda let the others take the rhythm unto themselves from the initial beats it had spawned. Beda then laid his lightning over the top of their thunder. I never feel like quitting, what fool ever would? This shit be hitting, I've been hitting it good. I'd just be a stank loser giving up on my life if I don't keep hitting it, getting it, admitting it. Yeah, I think I might. I could sit on my ass in my home on my hoard, whistling to the air, kicking back, getting bored, counting all my money, touching all my gold. Psych, I hope I die before I ever get that old. It's all about life, it's all about the game, and I'm not talking about that lame bitch fame. I'm talking about change, I'm talking about moving, I'm talking about different kind of thing that you're doing. I'm talking to fight the power. It ain't about the Benjamins, it's about the earth and the shape the humans leave it in. You help those dirty bastards kill the earth who gave you life, I might as well saw off your head with my penknife. Gouge your blind eyes out with a little plastic spork, so get up off your ass, get up and get to work. Clean up what's dirty, restore what you took, guard what's fragile, and oh yeah, listen, look at what used to be like before you got your way and spent every night trying to outgreed each day and spent every day trying to grab even more. You're nothing but a backstabbing, greasy grabbing whore. You ain't got no conscience, you ain't got no pride, and when it comes to righteousness, you run away and hide. You hide from what's true, you hide from what's right, and your dark little punk-ass coward's tub of shite. You ain't worth my spit, but if I let you go, you're going to fuck up my world and my life even more. So come on over here, step up, bow your head, I'll dance on your grave till I'm sure that you're dead. And I'm going to do what you know I have to do. I ain't no thinking twice, got no time to feel blue. And if you kill me now, look out where I'm from. There's billions of me more like the beats on my drum. On my drum, on my drum, on my motherfucking drum. On my drum, on my drum, on my motherfucking drum. The serpentine circle took up the dragon's chant, letting it build and grow and bloom as a thundering, thudding reverberation that resounded off the cliffs behind them and blasted out over the sea. And then a bedlam of squealing, screeching, high-pitched wails cut through the booming roar of the chant and its supporting concussive percussion. The pounding was the mountains of the geography of the new song, and the bansheed keening was a delicate crystalline snow that gently covered the great boulders of sound. Beda looked at the dragons in the circle and then out to the sea, where the water of the cove met the cliff's scarp to make an unlikely marriage between ocean and land. In a miracle newly made by the monster's music, a small, almost fragile, yet stunningly resplendent serpent, not a tenth the size of Beda's benefactor of Rosemary Bank, the one who no god can kill, stood on the waves, its head swaying above the water, skirling a shrill song that floated on top of Beda's, a living chanter adding new twist to the piercing lyric that Beda had rhymed.